I grew up scared of pets. My parents were scared of pets. We were the family that crossed the street when we saw a dog coming. When I met my husband, Anthony, he had dogs, and from the beginning, he actually had to put the dogs away when I came over because I was so scared of them.
I didn't have great hope that Manisha was going to be a dog lover.
Anthony taught me about shelter pets. He said, we're going to go to the shelter and get a pet. That's where you get a dog. And there was Franklin in his poor little crate, and he had a roommate who pooped all over the crate, and he was just so happy to get out and play with us. Boy, within a day, I was just in love with him, and it was a love that I'd never felt before.
We called him an English foxhound, but I really think he was a coonhound mutt. But we said he was an English foxhound because he felt he was.
And he really inspired us to make the community aware of what rescue organizations do.
Franklin's Friends is a 501c3, a nonprofit.
Our mission is to support Central Florida animal welfare by fundraising for local nonprofit and government agencies that are dedicated to shelter rescue, spay-neuter, or community education programs.
Given money to spay and neuter organizations, county animal services.
We made a grant to, at the time, the SPCA of Central Florida to purchase 2 vans to transport their pets to adoption events. We also did a grant to Tears of Seminole County for special surgeries and medications.
Our biggest expenses are vet bills, surgeries, drugs for the animals, and antibiotics. Just the vet care is our #1 biggest expense.
The need is out there. There are wonderful organizations that are doing great work that just need our help to be able to continue doing that great work and expand to helping more dogs and cats each year. Our first year was 2003, and we raised $500, and we still won the top fundraiser award at a walk we were walking in, and we thought to ourselves, wow, with very little work, very few people, we were able to raise money. Let's really work together on how we can make this bigger. And every year we've grown, and every year we've raised more money and thought of new ways to raise money, and it's just been phenomenal, the support that the community has given to us.
We were thrilled with $500 in a year, and we're going to be hitting our $1,000,000, which is phenomenal.
Yes, so this year we are celebrating raising our $1,000,000th for local animal welfare. And just saying that to me is completely overwhelming.
If you told me 10 years ago that we would be raising our $1,000,000, there's no way I would have believed it.
When you think that $1,000 can help a shelter to provide veterinary care and food for 3 dogs and cats, $500 can pay to treat heartworm-positive dogs, 2 of them. Just think about what $1,000,000 will do for local animal welfare.
Hope we rescued when she was a tiny puppy along with her litter mates, and someone had just dumped them at a high-kill shelter, and they really still needed to be with their mom. They were super sick. They had worms, coccidia, huge list of things wrong with them, and Hope was the runt, and when we got her, she was basically just laying there, and we thought she had actually died. She looked just about this big, and she was just a little bag of bones, like completely emaciated, like a little doggy skeleton. I thought there's no way that she's gonna make it.
She had 2 blood transfusions at 9 weeks old. She was on her deathbed.
About 4 times had to go to the emergency clinic and be fostered and have fluid every couple hours.
She's a good girl.
And then she ended up pulling through, and she's a happy, healthy dog today.
She's humble and kind and happy-go-lucky. She's a great little pup.
This is the reward for us, truly. Seeing what can be done and what Franklin's Friends dollars can do, it's amazing.
To be able to mean that much to a pet and to make a difference in their life, to save them, it's just unspeakable.
It's a baby girl. For me, it means that I can drive away from animal control, and I cannot leave that dog. I can take a Malcolm with me. I can take a Abby or a Buddy that I know is gonna need surgery, and I know that we can do it. That's what Franklin's Friends is a huge difference to us. It's made like all the difference in the world to us.
If you're looking to donate, donate locally, donate with the groups that are working directly with the shelters, and that's what they're doing. It's absolutely life-saving.
It's a passion. I mean, we love doing it. Yes, it's a second full-time job for me and for Anthony, and we love doing it. It's just so important, and it's so gratifying. Franklin was our first dog, and we know that the work we're doing is in his legacy.
And every time I look at our logo and I see Franklin's face on there, it reminds me every time why we do this. It's emotional. It makes every day worth it. and we're so proud of it, and we're so proud of our volunteers, and it's been an amazing journey.
And if that shelter where we got Franklin didn't have the money to take care of him, we never would have had him. So we want to make sure that other shelters have the ability to take care of their dogs so they can get adopted and find their forever families and make the difference for them that Franklin made for us.